Our shoulders are never in frame.
Can't fuck with me. Shake your ass! Mystical.
Got the biggest one.
Going on, shake the ass.
Shake that ass. Watch yourself. Shake that ass. Show me what you're working with. Shake that ass. Watch yourself. Shake that ass. Show me what you're working with. With my dick in my hand. I'm living with my foot in your ass. Be cool.
He was aggressive, man.
While I'm tripping, while I'm flipping, nigga, this is what I do. Off of this.
Hand on the game, we are not playing the same. No, we not looking to change. Hand on the wheel, they think we lacking the drive. Boy, you should stay in your lane. Foot on the gas, I do.
Welcome to the Basement League Show!
Ironic that the Batman footage would have corruption.
That's what I was about to say.
Ha! That's okay.
Yeah.
I needed to get on that.
You need to get it.
That's what I was.
So,
here's what we're talking about.
okay, so this is some stuff. We just gotta come right out. So we recorded a show 2 weeks ago. Yeah, well, we did. We recorded a show 2 weeks ago, got corrupted, shit happened, you got the Matrix. I'm sorry. We were trying to get this Batman episode. Yes, why the Matrix got posted.
Damn.
Some of them comment for me, so I got started deleting some of them. Way to get me early, guys. I was like, damn.
Never dirty deleted.
I dirty deleted it.
They cut out my awesome Keanu Reeves impression. I was really upset about it. I wanted to see that.
They did. I felt bad. And I'm sorry, guys.
The Matrix did us dirty.
The Matrix did us dirty.
Wait, what's the subject of this show?
Today we are talking about The Batman.
The Batman.
One of the best movies of the year, right up there with Spider-Man.
Definitely the best movie.
No Way Home.
It's the only movie of the year. Like, Spider-Man came out this
Well, I know.
Spider-Man came out in 2020.
You know what I mean, but it did carry over because it was released.
It came out in 2021.
Yes.
If you look it up on IMDb, you will see.
You gotta say it with like a French accent. So it's right now. It is the best superhero movie of the year so far.
Say it with your chest. Best movie
of the year. It really is. It was real.
I'm not disagreeing. I looked at me like I was gonna say no. Why do y'all think I hate this movie?
I was just looking this way.
No one thinks you hate this movie. I don't think it's possible to actually. I don't think it's possible to hate it. Some people are going to look at it and be like, it's either too dark for them, or not enough action,
literally and figuratively. The fucking color palette, or lack thereof, the lighting.
There's gonna be things to critique, sure. There's gonna be those people that compare it to Chris Nolan and fucking Christian Bale's Batman. Fuck them. I'm sorry, I'm tired of that comparison.
You can't compare Batmans anymore. There's so many of them, it doesn't matter.
It's literally just different iterations.
We get to have, guys, we will have your favorite comic book character.
Ironically, in a video, we're going to be ranking them here in a second.
We'll be ranking them, but not like...
But they're all great. Can we agree on that?
And they all have their place.
Except for George Clooney.
Even he has his place.
Even Bad Nipples has his place.
Even Bad Nipples.
He had a credit card.
Bad Nipples and Codpiece will never have his place.
He had a credit card. It's
like an Adam West type
Batman.
Even he silly as shit.
Yeah, it was like a new age Adam world.
But we can all agree the comparison between
I'm gonna watch tonight. This is Spite You.
Better.
I want to watch it tonight.
I already watched it.
And I'm like, this is the Spite Lenny.
I dare you.
Like film yourself just angrily watching it.
In fact,
look at those nipples, Lenny. Look at those nipples.
You'll get home before I do, so I want to expect a text message about 30 minutes after I get home saying it was still a good movie. Lie to me. Lie to me, you fucking troll.
We'll find out.
Dang, dude, he's like that. You're like that. You're like with Batman and Robin, like I am with Green Lantern. Just angry as shit. Like, why did you do this to me?
Truthfully, as a kid, I loved that movie. I watched them over and over. I just watched them a few years ago.
They just didn't hold. Joel Schumacher just did not hold. The Batmobile was awesome.
The Batmobile was awesome.
The Batmobile and the boat and the plane was awesome.
The Robin cycle was awesome. It was a Yamaha 650, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
I
We all know why we went and saw it. There's two reasons why every man will watch that movie.
I almost bought a Yamaha 650 because of that movie. Because I was just like, I like the Robin cycle.
It was heavily advertised.
It was.
That whole movie was fucking advertised like hell.
Oh, very much.
I had one of the glasses. I had the question mark.
Me too.
Yes. From McDonald's. Okay, kids, back in the day when we were at one.
Popular movies. You would get McDonald's toys.
Yes, they actually had, but not. They were just toys. They were collectible, commemorative coffee mugs that were glass.
They were
like super
copyrighted.
clear glass. They had like little etchings of like.
Oh
movie
my
scenes.
god, I remember
Yeah,
those.
what were you talking about?
I thought you meant like actual glasses.
No, the fucking glasses.
Oh, I had-
taking glasses.
I
had all of them.
I had all four of them. I had Two-Face, Riddler, Batman, and Robin.
I just had the Riddler. And I also had the front Flintstone one. And the handle was like a bone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you kids missed the fuck out.
Remember Burger King with the Pokemon ball? Pokemon
I had one.
I had a
I
Pikachu.
had a Pikachu.
I had Charizard.
Yeah,
Pikachu, and
also
Blastoise.
when Pokemon first
And a Geodude. I had a Geodude.
they were giving out
my favorite. Well, Onyx too.
They were like little spinners too. You could like.
no, this was legit Pokeballs, the gold Pokemon.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
okay.
still have mine.
Yes.
They're worthless. I have kept on that shit. Trying
Yeah.
to see if I would ever make my.
Yeah,
Did you think that gold tinged aluminum was gonna
No,
have some worth?
unfortunately,
No, I just wanted to see if it collector's items. Some of those old school ones are worth money. Like, damn, I was
little
hoping so.
asterisk. The Burger King toys, they were fucking awesome, but yeah, they were absolutely worthless.
I was like, I just want to see one day, like, everybody cut their Beanie Babies for fucking ever. Trying to sell that shit.
Beanie Babies will actually have value.
No,
They
like,
still-
Everyone wanted
they
that
still-
rainbow
They
fucking
still have
bear.
value.
Yeah.
I mean,
Rainbow
certain
fucking
ones still
bear.
have value.
Everyone wanted that rainbow bear, the one that was like the most expensive one at the time.
We got way off topic. Batman.
Bring it all back. So, this movie is like
It's
the
dark.
perfect rendition of a detective story that we've been craving for like.
It's like your Sevens.
Years.
It's like your Usual Suspects. It's
It's actually a mystery. Well, I mean, a mystery film.
It's a very big mystery, even
Yeah.
for us, because we don't even know exactly. What's great about this movie, even at the
It
end, you
does
really
keep-
don't
it does
know
keep you
too
guessing.
much. You don't really know enough about the bad guys to actually either you're just terrified because you're like, so he just went there. Nobody knows anything about this dude.
like
He's just there.
he's going after corruption, but what really was his motive?
Like, is Batman the bad guy? Is Riddle the bad guy in this? Like, who's bad? Because it's literally he's doing what Batman's doing. He's just
Everything
taking
is-
care of business
he's
to
just-
the bone.
Everything is morally
He's doing
gray
it.
in the city of Gotham.
And
Gray and fucking misty. Foggy as a
and
motherfucker.
according to a Matt Reeves interview, it's not getting any better.
Oh.
His Gotham is gonna be just an always shitty Gotham.
I mean, the city's flooded now, so how the fuck?
I just
Yeah.
wanted to be grittier. I'm like, I wanted
Grittier than fucking flood water in the
I
streets.
wanted
we
to
do
be
have-
fucking
we got
People
that.
losing their homes.
We got the spin-off series like Penguin and Gotham PD and all that coming soon.
Yes. Fucking Colin Farrell. His
Dude,
penguin. Oz. I like how they call him Oz. I don't know why.
yeah.
They never mentioned Cobblepot, which is weird.
Never Cobblepot.
Right.
They only
Always.
called him Penguin like a handful of times.
It's the first time.
Yeah.
Well, maybe 2 times.
I liked it. I liked
Tell
it.
me where the penguin is. And then that was like, I think that was it. And then it was Oz. And then he just kind of was. Let's start from the beginning. So in the beginning, you get to see what looks like a little Bruce Wayne, but it's not. You realize that it's perfectly great because you see the Riddler in the first 5 minutes of the movie.
Man, the way this guy
Stalking them
gets
from the beginning.
the way this guy gets introduced into the movie,
Yeah.
like
Creepy
it's straight out of
creepy
it's straight out of a
as
horror
shit.
movie. Like this, like this dude's politicians watching TV of like his poll numbers
It
and
was,
just like
it
that.
was a debate from
Debate.
like the night before.
Thank you, his debate, and then he's like
From
just
earlier that day.
focused
or
on the
something.
TV, and
He's not even paying attention
Yeah.
to anything.
anything,
else.
focused on the TV, and he like walks to the side, and you see Riddler's little freaking gimpy ass just standing there like he was right behind him when he was
Just
walking away. Just-
paralleling Batman standing in the shadows. Like,
yeah. Look at that. Look at that.
And being just as violent as Batman.
Yeah.
When he gets that carpet tuck tool and starts
That's such
beating
a
them,
random-
bam, blam,
It's such a
blam.
random
yeah.
like device to use to murder people.
Very, and
But
he
they're
was
sharp.
so fucking brutal.
They're sharp.
And
But
he
you
was
beat
like
him right to
out of
content.
breath and shit when he was
No, he
done.
was holding it like blade down. And just...
You know, because he said it was blunt force. He got beaten to death.
Well, I mean,
beat him to death with
it's
it.
not like a blade, but it's an edged surface. Like it comes to a somewhat point, so that it can tuck it under the molding, or it can tuck it into the
tuck the carpet
under the crown molding.
Yeah,
at the bottom of the wall.
I still think he's
But
either way, yeah, it's still a blunt object. It's not like a blade or something.
He looks like something out of the Arkham game series. Very much like wearing this. I wouldn't even call it a gimp mask.
It's a military winter combat.
Yeah,
it's like something you see in a Slipknot concert. Literally, like one of the Slipknot guys would wear it.
Yeah, it's like Kelvin said, it's a winter combat.
Yeah, so it
kind of does like Greg.
Yeah, so it kind of looks like the gimp mask. But anyways, he looks creepy as shit. He still has his big ass glasses on his face.
Yeah, because he's blind.
He's blind without them.
He does big trench or overcoat thing going on.
And he beats his politician and ends up killing his politician. So we find out real quick, this guy's a kill. He's willing to kill. He's not the Riddler doing funny little jokes, and he's a C-lister as Dick
saw my riddle, or the
yeah.
bitch goes up. Nah, bitch, she's like, I was gonna kill motherfuckers.
This is like
and leave you like
Hush.
Zodiac.
This is Hush type Riddler.
As we were talking about earlier, he's not your Jim Carrey.
Yeah.
No, this is Hush, like the brutal. Yeah. This is more like the comic book Hush. Very fucking brutal type Riddler. Very smart, but he wants everybody to respect him, but he's not quite asking for the respect. It's more like he wants the eyes on Bruce Wayne and Batman.
He wants the eyes on all the corruption and injustice in Gotham.
And he wants the credit for showing it and killing it.
Oh yeah, he's still.
No, I was just hopping on what he said about. I was actually gonna make a whole different point about something else. Go ahead.
Oh, I was saying he's still he's still acting to a point of grandeur. Yeah, he wants the credit for showing this stuff.
Yeah.
But all the spotlight's not going to be about him. It's going to be on these different people.
But now, what I love about this is they made a killer so scary, realistic, and brutal that you want someone like Batman after him. Because if you look at all these, at the pantheon of characters in the comics, very colorful and flamboyant and very kiddish, all the movies, even Penguin and Danny DeVito's Penguin, very cartoonish. This was like we would see this dude on the news being like, such and such Riddler, Edward Enigma Riddler killed 50 people and Batman caught him. I would believe that villain.
He's because he's
like Zodiac killer.
Yeah,
Zodiac killer.
He's based off the Zodiac
killer. Just killing.
That's the way Matt Reeves styled him, was with all the with all the ciphers and all the different coded and all that.
That's the first thing I thought. I was like, oh shit, you got the whole
Zodiac going on. Very just brutal. But let's talk about Batman. When the first time we see him, the steps, or we should say first time you hear him.
I love the fact that this dude is very legit street level. He has not done. He does a little bit of grappling, hooking.
Yeah.
But the first time he has to jump off a building, he freaks himself out. He stops. He's like, oh, because he's still green.
He had to think about it and all that.
He's still green and not Batman we know of that just jumps from rooftop to rooftop. He literally just runs everywhere. He rides a motorcycle. Excuse me.
He rides a motorcycle everywhere.
Everywhere. Then he just walks around. But his first entrance, the slow footsteps, the coming out of the crazy shadows, the challenge of the gang, the brutal way he laid into homeboy the first dude that walked up to him. I love the way he
fucking knocks his ass out.
He's creating that ambiance and that mythos around.
You can definitely tell he's not.
But you get to see it. Let's talk about when you get to see it in the beginning, where you hear the footsteps and the music playing soft, and all the kid. You can see the criminals that he's fucking up because it's the kid spray paint. You're like, really, Batman? Little Jimmy Tag? You're gonna fuck him up for tagging some buildings?
But he didn't. The dude was just afraid of the shadow.
But I'm saying they're that scared that little Jimmy Tags, do I really want to be doing this? That shadow's getting pretty long. Backing up, then you get other criminals that are doing the guy that robs the store.
The drop head, yeah.
They almost gets hit by the car and drops the money because he thinks Batman's there. He's like, oh shit.
Just look at any dark alleyway, they're
just
staring down the alleyway to see if he's there. And then you get to see him come out of the shadows.
Yeah, actually walk in. Which his theme music is
almost like an ode to Darth Vader. I'm sorry.
No,
that's
exactly what it is. the composer who did it, he just took a slowed down version of Vader's theme.
Very mean, like
Just like they did for the Riddler, Ave Maria.
Yeah.
Well, they had a slowed down version at that point every time they're like investigating
Yeah.
his crimes or what he was actually talking.
yeah.
But
This is completely separate, but this whole thing is like Batman is very young. This is year 2 because we get to see his journal. So it's year 2.
love how he still like his fighting isn't there yet.
Or even
Like very flaily, like he's just trying to really just throw his body into
Yeah.
people to avoid getting stabbed or shot in the
He's
face.
still taking punches and kicks like regular
Street
thugs.
dudes.
Yeah.
he's putting his body weight into a lot of stuff, and he's
But
taking a lot of blows.
he's taking a lot of blows, but he is just angry. Like he doesn't give a fuck. Like he literally doesn't care about dying.
No.
He hadn't even developed that Bruce Wayne Playboy persona yet. He's not that man yet. He didn't even like.
He is strictly.
But he's
Batman.
not living for Gotham. He's just living to just revenge his parents, and if he dies, he dies.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not even. He's like. He even said like. You can tell he like when he talks about. He's like this city's not my city. Like he's like oh good. This city. Like
It's not his,
It's
it's
like-
not his city yet.
it's the same way the Sin City. Who the monologues was that Bruce Willis or was that
No, that was
Josh Hartnett?
Josh Hartnett.
No, Clive Owen.
Yeah,
This
Yeah,
Clive
Clive Owen.
Yeah, come on, that's this.
he's got that weird British accent. But
He's Australian.
I can't.
no Australian
I
accent.
can't remember, but anyway, he has that same like inner monologue. Like he talks about it like it's. No, I'm thinking Rorschach, Watchmen.
Oh
Watch
yeah.
That's what I'm thinking of.
No, the inner monologue where
Yes.
this is my city. Watch her scream,
They
and
look
the
up-
horrors,
they look
the
up to the-
horrors, and they look up from
They
the
look
gutter
up to
and
the
they
sky and scream help,
That's
and I
what
just say
They
no.
know. I look down upon them and I say,
Rorschach.
no.
That is
That-
what his inner monologue in this one reminded me of.
Oh, for sure. And I appreciate how like you realize by the end of the monologue, it's the scene we just saw. It's his patrol for that night. Like,
The fact that he was so brutal but spared that kid who placed in Drake in Titans.
I knew this.
Yeah, so he spared him because he realized like this kid still had a chance. But dude, let's talk about the suit because the suit makes sense. I'm so tired of
suit's practical.
I wanted the suit to be a homemade armored suit, and that's what we got. But it's also not like super like
It's not skin tight.
it's not skin tight. It's not like
He's wearing
armored
car-
up
he's
like he
wearing cargo
molded it
pants.
and spent $50 billion on his suit.
He's wearing armored cargo pants.
No, he's wearing fire retardant fire pants,
But
military grade.
I'm saying they're not. It's
They're
just
not-
skin tight.
They're not skin tight, but they make sense because he doesn't want to catch on fire.
Yeah.
Because he realizes like someone can light him on fire.
Yeah.
Plus the wrecking on his bike.
It's insulated for electrical
Yeah.
current.
The boots are heavy, metal steel toed, and they heel.
He's apparently wearing. I think they're called HCX or HTX.
Yeah, they're almost like oil rig boots. Like
They're called like HTX gear boots or something like that.
Yeah, they're like made to like walk on heavy
I saw someone-
steel and stuff.
I saw somewhere where they looked up the actual like brand.
Dude, his gloves are awesome because he can still use his phones and stuff with his gloves on.
Yeah.
So they have the micro touch stuff. So everything is very sound in this century. It's not ridiculously overdone,
it's not
but you can tell that a lot of the stuff that they made.
Those Batmobile was freaking Charger.
Yeah,
Like,
Was it?
I thought it was not a
like-
GTO. It was
yeah, it's
a
like a Pontiac something.
Pontiac.
Pontiac?
It was a
I
Pontiac.
thought it was a Dodge.
Pontiac.
Oh, what was it?
Someone-
Look
To the
at it.
Google machine.
I just saw what it was.
That was a demonic presence.
I love that.
That's
That-
when Penguin's
I
sitting
thought
there
it was
and
funny as shit that he stalled out though. Like,
when he went up and he had a downshift. He forgot the downshift. When he took off, he was still in the same gear. Yeah. I was like, bro, you should have. And I think they kept it was a mistake.
It
And
is
they kept it in
This
the
is
movie.
a Dodge Charger.
is it a Dodge Charger?
The
Okay.
Batman's Batmobile is modified.
Modified Dodge Charger.
Okay, I thought
So,
I'd seen somewhere that was like a Pontiac
It's
GTO.
by modification, folks. We'll get to the car later. Let's continue about the suit. So there's a scene where you see him grapple, where it shoots him up. It is badass because his grappling is on his right arm.
Yeah.
It goes all the way around,
He has
and
one of both,
yeah,
as we see later on.
later on that he has a miniature one on this arm. And he has the big one on this arm. So this one's almost like hidden. So if someone tries to take this one, they don't realize he still has one. It makes sense. They thought about this suit, dude.
I think
This
that
isn't-
one. I think the other one for people.
Yeah.
Left
Yeah,
was meant for
yeah.
people, and the right was
Meant for, well, he was using both. And he did not give a fuck. He was using both things. He did not care in the end. He was, yeah. But his suit was just, the cape made sense, the cowl. I like the fact that you could tell the cowl was made to kind of fit in that backpack. So it had to be light but strong enough to take. He took gunshots through to the head. So it's like
It's a malleable material.
a malleable material, but it has to be Kevlar underneath there.
Well, yeah.
Or he'd have a concussion, get shot, man. You'd still get a concussion, get shot in the fucking head. Especially from the distance these guys are shooting from.
It's some kind of tough, hard material, but it's malleable enough that you can just roll up to his backpack.
No Krav Maga kicks, crazy Christian Bale kicks, no backflips like Michael Keaton, none of that. This dude was just street fighting. I mean, just swinging those guns into these dudes' sternums
there's
like
a
baseball bats.
Using
crazy.
objects in the environment around you, there's a little bit of problem around there.
Yeah, but not like, it wasn't fancy. It wasn't like you see Christian Bale using his like the elbows and all that, and like
yeah, sure.
interlocks and
He was taught as much as Alfred, who clearly is
boxing.
Well, I was figuring this Alfred was some kind of, or was part of the.
He's a British
Secret
secret,
Service.
British secret of the SAS, but they are notorious for English style boxing,
Yeah.
which is pretty much unbeatable hand to hand if you're not like as
If you're not
you know
very
as good
smart.
as they are. So he's a lot of boxing, a little bit. I saw a little bit of Krav Maga, lots of push kicks, lots of MMA push kicks, lots of knee like to the knees and shins. They kept his fighting very street level. Like, I'm just gonna hurt you. Like, you're gonna hurt as much as I hurt. Like tonight, like mentally. Instead of going to the gym and just powerlifting all night, he's just fucking dudes up on the streets, not even getting satisfied. Then he goes out the next night and gets worse. And that's what's worse, because you can tell in the newspapers, like, they keep asking the brutality of Batman. Is it worth it? Is it working? And he's asking himself, am I even making a difference? Am I even making a difference? So he's trying to follow Riddler and kind of put him away, and you can tell he's struggling. He's on the struggle bus. He's not understanding riddles. He's way behind.
He's behind Riddler. 100%.
Yeah, and he's just, but you can tell, I love where he shows some of his detective skills and his eye contact.
Those contacts were
He's-
amazing. How to help you analyze the crime scene afterwards.
He's definitely not world's greatest detective, but he's on his way to be.
He's like Dora the Explorer right now, dude. Am I wrong?
Okay, brand
Okay.
new sentence. Batman is Dora the
I wouldn't
Explorer.
put him that low.
He's
like-
pretty bad. Like, even
Dora has a talking monkey.
I mean, he has Alfred.
Whoa, respect Alfred.
I do.
Dude, you just called him a monkey.
I know, but right now it kind of is. He's trying to help him, but he's like, Bruce won't let him help him.
Alfred solved all the shit.
He literally did. He literally does have the time to solve all this shit for him. But like, he's struggling real bad. Like, he's distracted. He's not really into it. He's not into it to solve the crime and find out why.
No.
He's into it, I just want to fuck this dude up and put him in jail. And that's his mentality. And you kind of start seeing that he's starting to get interested in the Riddler and like, why is he doing this? Why is he targeting me? Why is he targeting these people? And it becomes like more about the why instead of the who, which I love, because that's more of what Batman wants to do. He wants to understand why you're doing it, and then that's how he solves the crime and takes you in. But he wasn't there. He just like, let's just catch him.
He was
And he was,
steps behind.
oh man. And what's worse about the whole thing is, like, it's literally about the whole series is about his life. The whole mystery is about his entire existence. His parents, and he didn't even know shit about his parents, especially his dad. Nope. You get to see. Okay. Who? I always see him as a Transformer guy, but he's playing Falcone.
John Lennon. Wrong one.
Don Turturro, thank you. He was such a good gangster.
What?
He was creepy. He was
He's a great actor.
He's great at playing.
Oh,
serious.
he's
Have
so
you ever
good.
seen Grounder?
Yes,
He's great. At
I've
playing
seen him in
serious
everything.
parts.
He's one of my favorite actors. I just loved him so much for Transformers.
Oh yeah, no,
he's
great with comedy.
Yeah, love him
Even
so
in
much.
this, he had some throwaway lines
And
that
then
were actually kind of
even
funny.
in Mr. Deeds.
Oh my god.
I believe you underestimated Deaconess.
And Betty's
A bit of it.
I like the choo-choo socks.
No thanks. No, but he did a great job. Like, I actually feared him because the way he talked, and then when he would get mad, like, you could see it. especially at the end when he's choking her. You're like, I'm like, this dude just killing people himself. Back then, he has like all these people around him. He's out there killing bitches with bare hands.
He's not afraid to get dirty.
Dude, he was brutal, and you could see it, and you could see these guys like the way they Matt Reeves directed it. These people were afraid of Penguin. He was afraid of Falcone. You can see the fear of some of these mob bosses when they would walk into a room. The guys, the way the guys
did they do to Colin Farrell, man? Like
he looked evil as shit.
I told you, man. No one even knew it was him.
Yeah.
Jen does that day. She's like, nah, that's not him. I'm like, you can look in the eyes. That's Colin Farrell's like the most like intense eyes. Like when he smiles, I'm like, why are you looking like you're just mad as shit all the time? That's like an ongoing joke about him. Because he just has these eyes that don't do anything. His whole face moves, but his eyes stay the same. And you can see his eyes. Like I was like, that's Colin Farrell. But the scar. I want to know about the scars on his Penguin's face. Like who gave him those scars?
Probably Batman.
He didn't work with him yet. Remember his first time meeting when he was in the club.
That's true.
It was very nice meeting
lunch.
So who gave him those scars? Like who's he fighting that's gonna give him those?
I think he had to make his way up.
Yeah, he worked his way up, so I'm sure he got some scraps.
Yeah, but with who? Roman? Like Black Mask?
Could have been anybody.
He could have been anybody. No, the way Black Mask is at his own higher level. Like Penguin's just now about to be big.
Yeah.
He probably just got that shit when he was young, fighting anybody.
Yeah, he's been on the
kind of like Al Capone Scarface. Like
he got his head.
He's been on the workup, and he got it. He literally got his scars and his stripes to be standing.
Dude, they made him look like if you saw him on the streets, he sounds like he'd be the charming individual when you'd want to hang out with him. But you know for a fact if you fucked up, like you'd be in the river. No way.
They made him very mobster.
Yeah, like really mobster.
Like the Penguin has never seemed mobsterish to me, even like the British Penguin.
He seems very gentleman like thief kind of guy. Like
this dude's just straight up like a fucked up mobster. Like if you walk to a Italian restaurant, you'd be surprised.
They definitely did that. Like it's kind of year one Penguin where he is that monster type. But he's also kind of running the government. He's more in the year one comics. He's more in Falcon's like shoes already, where he's running the city, running the government, so on and so forth.
Now you got full reign. And he's
I like that they showed that mobster Penguin, like instead of the just kind of.
I don't want to see the little Danny DeVito like cartoon
Penguin.
Like fingers all crazy. I wanted to see they call him the Penguin because he's like short and he had one. Okay, looking like, and his nose was like blasted off. He had to take a grenade or something to his face, or a car wreck.
I don't know.
I just want to know who did that because it's got to be.
I don't think it was anybody special.
Joker.
Yeah,
I think it was Joker.
I think you're looking way too into it.
Yeah, you're like,
it's got to be somebody big.
It's too early.
It's
I
literally
know.
He just worked his way up.
But he's like
in your head, Kenny, you can have it.
I'm thinking about him being, but he's like proud. He's like proud of his face because he's not hiding it.
But he's
so proud of it. That's like it's got to be like he killed somebody big.
As of right now, he's a nobody. He worked his way up within the Falcone crime.
That's why when he shows me, he asked him, "Do you know who this is?" He's like, "Oh, it's Penguin."
Oh, Penguin. Let me go to the iceberg.
Yeah, it's like it's not even like he was like a household name, like
No, but that doesn't mean that like anybody like would be a huge player at that time. Besides Falcone.
Yeah.
All these, but on street level, maybe you start hearing rumors and shit about all these people coming up. Like Catwoman's in it. Zoe Kravitz is the Catwoman.
Perfect casting.
Like I will never. No one else is Catwoman. Like I thought Anne Hathaway was a hack. I don't know why they put her in that movie.
That was a very interesting choice.
She was
awful.
She was good looking.
She's not good
She's a
looking.
good looking woman.
I'm not disagreeing. I'm just saying she's a good actress.
She was awful. She ruined Catwoman forever. And then Zoe Kravitz came in and fucking brought it back. And it was like this. You want to know how to play Selena Kyle? This is how you play Selena Kyle. She's a dark-skinned Greek woman. She's not some light-skinned Jewish girl. Fucking
Jesus Christ.
No, I'm being serious. Like
No,
it's like
I know, but
that is like a beautiful dark-skinned woman that happens to be wearing a cat suit.
Yeah.
And they call her Catwoman.
I'm just disagreeing with you.
That's why in the book, in Adam West, when they cast her as a black woman, it wasn't like a big, huge deal because even in the comic books, it even said she's dark-skinned Greek woman. Like,
No.
no, I'm saying I thought she really did. No. She embodied what Selena Kyle was supposed to do.
I'm just saying Anne Hathaway didn't like ruin the role.
Y'all know how I feel about Christian Bale's Batman. Yeah, I thought he was awful. I never liked him as Batman.
Yeah, him as Batman. The movies in general are good movies.
They're good written movies. I hated the voice. I hated his acting. I hated him as Bruce.
I don't like the pedestal that he put on.
I didn't like Anne Hathaway.
I don't even hate him as the character. I just don't like the pedestal that's put on.
But this Catwoman made me feel like
this whole
if
movie,
this whole movie
is full of perfect casting.
Yeah, but if you saw her as a like what she played when she's as a waitress, you wouldn't think twice. You'd say she's a very beautiful woman. Okay.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't even think twice. It's the whole point. She's supposed to be pretty enough, but kind of grungy enough that you would see her in a public setting and not really think twice until she has to do something. Yeah. So she would be able to rob, get close to people, rob people, do whatever, be that sexy vixen when she needs to do, but she can also be that gritty character. But she was very gritty. It was very hands-on, gritty. But that's like a good Catwoman to have. This is more like Court of Owl's Catwoman. Very in Bruce's face, trying to get him to notice her, and Bruce is kind of like, I notice you, but I can't have you. I have a mission.
I liked it. You liked it? Yep. That's it. Thought she was great.
Short and sweet.
Yep. Just keeping it simple. I like the way she played the character.
She did a real good job.
She did real good. Like I said, the whole movie's full of perfect casting.
He killed
all the characters.
Now we got the vibe everywhere we go. Turn it up high, it's incredible line. Old school, slow jams, two-step, or just my day. Just like Jenna, maybe Aaliyah. If I ain't got you, call me Alicia. And I see colors collide. West Coast feeling like summer tonight. Joy unspeakable, I'm in a vibe. Wanna have a good time.
AirPods on, can't feel the beat. I just wanna have good times. AirPods in, small talk's cheap. No, I wanna kill the vibe. AirPods in, small talk's cheap.
And I don't wanna kill the vibe.